Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're jumping right into a really fascinating intersection. We're looking at the exact point where our incredibly advanced, highly technical modern systems crash right into something completely invisible, the hidden human soul. We put so much faith in these structures we build to keep society orderly and honest, but we rarely stop to ask, well, what happens when the foundation of that honesty just crumbles from the inside out?
Think about the society we live in right now. Just look around. Can a world of cameras actually create a truly trustworthy person? It's a massive question, right? We tend to believe that if we just monitor enough, if we just record absolutely everything, we can literally manufacture integrity. But is that actually true?
Civilizations today have become incredibly advanced. We build these massive, intricate systems to monitor human behavior. We aggressively enforce complex contracts. We literally fill the world with cameras on every single street corner. We write incredibly strict laws. We deploy highly advanced algorithms that are relentlessly tracking our movements across the globe. And honestly, sometimes it feels like they're even tracking our very whispers. It's this highly mechanized, deeply structured web of constant observation, and it's all designed to keep everyone in line.
Okay, let's dive into this, because here is where that illusion of total control really begins to fracture. We pour vast resources into these incredibly powerful, heavily funded external surveillance systems, but we completely ignore the true vulnerability, the inner heart. The text we're analyzing today points out a profound truth. No matter how advanced a civilization becomes at building external systems of control, those systems absolutely cannot produce a truly trustworthy person if a specific inner quality dies within the human soul. And the answer to that lies in taqwa. Taqwa is the inner state of the heart that must remain alive to produce a truly trustworthy person. This isn't some external constraint, it's an internal pulse. If taqwa dies within the heart, the source material tells us that all the cameras, all the laws, and all the algorithms in the entire world are completely powerless to manufacture genuine trust. You can force compliance, sure, but you absolutely cannot force integrity.
Moving on to Section 1, the vulnerable human soul.
Now let's examine what happens when human eyes are absent and the soul is disconnected. Look at how easily a person can just bypass the system. Step 1, a person can perfect the appearance of righteousness before people. They act perfectly honest when the cameras are rolling. Step 2, they can hide behind a legal loophole. The law is there, but they find the gap. Step 3, they manipulate a small clause in a contract to serve themselves. And Step 4, they simply exploit a moment of neglect when no one happens to be looking. Without an internal anchor, human beings are absolute masters at slipping through the cracks of any external system.
So what actually prevents those 4 steps of betrayal? A vital interconnection called muraqabah. Now what's really interesting about this concept is that it's the profound awareness that Allah is watching. When a human soul becomes disconnected from muraqabah, it completely loses its anchor. It's the absence of this very awareness that leaves the soul so deeply vulnerable to corruption. If you strip away muraqabah, you're left only with the fear of getting caught by other people. And as we just saw, people are very, very easy to fool.
This brings us to the real climax of this narrative, and the stakes could literally not be higher. Any civilization that fails to nurture this inner sense of accountability before Allah will remain entirely vulnerable to collapse from within. It doesn't matter how advanced that civilization becomes. It doesn't matter how high-tech their surveillance is. If the inner accountability before Allah is ignored or forgotten, the entire societal structure is hollow. It's just waiting for the right moment of stress to completely cave in on itself.
Just picture a moment of absolute human isolation. You are totally alone. Every human eye is absent. The cameras are off, the algorithms are blind, and nobody will ever know what you do next. Now compare that empty void to the absolute certainty that Allah is watching. The text makes it incredibly clear that in that moment of total isolation, external systems are completely useless. The only thing standing between a person and the betrayal of trust is that profound, unwavering certainty.
So the crucial point is understanding exactly who is watching. The source material points to this specific attribute of Allah, Ar-Raqib. Ar-Raqib means the one who is ever watchful, fully aware, and never absent. This is the ultimate safeguard. It's the only thing that actually prevents a person from betraying a trust when the rest of the world is entirely blind to their actions. Because Allah is Ar-Raqib, the moment of absolute human isolation simply does not exist.
When no one else is around, and all those highly advanced systems fail, the ultimate instruction remains incredibly clear. Let him fear Allah, his Lord.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final, deeply personal question to reflect on. When every single human eye is absent,
when there's absolutely no external system holding you back, what truly prevents you from betraying trust? It's a question that challenges the very core of who we are when no one else is looking. Thanks so much for joining me to explore this powerful concept today, and I really hope this leaves you with something profound to think about.